Thank you for staying with us. Our second guest in this edition of The Inside, Lapana Tasha Mama, joins us from the south of Cyprus. Lapana Tasha Mama, you're welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Mr. Babela, for this wonderful opportunity you have given me.
You're the author of the book, Positive Mentality for the Cameroon We Want. Tell us more about the title of this book.
Positive Mentality for the Cameroon that we want. That is the title of a mental transformation book that I wrote for a better Cameroon and for the Cameroon that all Cameroonians are praying for every blessed day.
All right, Lapana Tasha Mama, the state of the nation today is somehow limping according to some Cameroonians. What do you think about the state of the nation, Cameroon, today, with the many socio-economic, political, and security problems affecting the nation and worsened by inflation and the increasing cost of living in Cameroon today?
My take on the state of the nation today, Cameroon, is whenever I look at my country, Cameroon, the natural resources in our country, the human resources, and the trouble plaguing our nation, I am troubled in my heart. I am not going to pretend that things are normal in Cameroon, or just to hold on to the paperwork that the government in place is maybe presenting to the international community. But I'm looking Cameroon in reality. And I feel pity for the nation Cameroon, because it is not just the issue of corruption, but insecurity is nearly all over in Cameroon. And we are praying every blessed day, because the only thing that we need in Cameroon presently is a positive change of mentality. And that positive change of mentality will take away corruption, will take away insecurity, will take away all the trouble, poverty, hunger, and all the things we are passing through as Cameroonians.
So how will the positive change of mentality solve the problems of insecurity, the Anglophone crisis in the northwest and southwest regions, inflation, corruption, and all the problems plaguing the nation today?
The positive mentality can solve the Anglophone crisis, because I made mention some times ago that there are two kinds of problems in southern Cameroon. That is the Anglophone crisis and the Amazonia crisis. And I like to mention that if the government of Cameroon can adopt a positive mentality, looking at the problem in southern Cameroon, and then have a positive mentality to solve it, they will understand that it is a constitutional problem and not a military problem. And if they understand with that mindset, that positive mentality, they will call for a negotiation, a roundtable conference, where nearly all Cameroonians, trustworthy Cameroonians, will sit to discuss their form of government. Because what we call the Anglophone problem is the cancellation of the federal system. When Amadou Ahidjo dissolved the federal system of government, that is where the Anglophone crisis started. And it is a constitutional problem that needs to solve constitutionally, not militarily. So if the government of President Obia can change their mentality positively, and then they will consider the people of Southern Cameroon, there will be no marginalization, because there will be positive mentality. There will be no corruption. And what the people of Southern Cameroon have been crying for, if you look critically the issue that started this problem we are having today, you will understand that it was due to poor mentality on the part of the government. They wanted to assimilate the people of Southern Cameroon. They wanted to maltreat the people of Southern Cameroon. They wanted to do all kinds of terrible things to put them at the level of second-class citizens. And it was due to poor mentality. So if they have and can change their mentality positively and act as a government for the people, the Anglophone crisis will be solved. And for the Amazonia crisis, that is maybe now in, it still needs a positive change of mentality. That if those who are promoting the Amazonian leaders would look into it and say that our people are suffering, we need to stop the suffering. Stopping that suffering is a positive mentality. Taking positive strategy and not believing that you are going to fight and kill all the military. You are going to name your own brothers and sisters, the people you are fighting for, black leg, and kill them. You are going to push them below poverty line. It will not help anything. So if they change the mentality positively, they will understand that there is no country in the world that have ever achieved anything with gun. Everything always ends on the table. And then concerning the inflation in Cameroon, many people are looking at it and say the living standard in Cameroon is terrible. Why? And then the government is not going directly into the source, the root cause of the inflation in Cameroon, the high living standard in Cameroon. Prices of nearly everything are rising every day, triply, migrated to Francophone regions. And then increase in population will increase a lot of issues. President Bobia also came because they are also passing through some kind of difficulty. And then it reduced fuel subsidy. And then that push and force and created fuel prices, increased fuel prices. Those are the places where all these things are coming from. So if the government can change the mentality positively and then look into the Anglophone crisis, and there is the suffering in southern Cameroon, and then also look at the insecurity in all over Cameroon, and then stop corruption and embezzlement, everything will come to an end in Cameroon, and Cameroonians will enjoy the resources that God